again, and I'm going to make a short little comment video, just a little bit of my background and things like that, and on a topic. And I'm going to do this on a few topics maybe in the next while because there's just a lot of hurt in my life right now that's coming to the surface. My dad just passed away, and just seems like there's a lot of hurt that bubbling to the surface, a lot of issues that were never resolved or were maybe only a part way. Anyway, so one of the issues is when I was growing up, I had and I still have two sisters. So I have one sister who's 2.5 years younger than me, and she's I don't want to give too much detail about her, but anyways, she's clinical type, and there's one that's 7 years younger than me, and she also has the Asperger's thing, so she's like me, although she won't admit it. So I think like today's issue right now. It was a different issue before, but right now I was just recalling how my mom was I don't know what you call it, discriminating. I don't know. For example, when maybe I wanted to have my friends over inside our house, male friends, when I was growing up, and and I wasn't allowed to have them over to play inside the house. It's like, well, go over there and play outside in the sandbox, or go ride your bikes around, or go to their places, but you can't come. You can't bring uh, your friend over inside the house. Um, I don't know what that was about. It extended all the way to to sleepovers. I never had any sleepovers at my place, and vice versa. It was uh, it was strange. I had my first sleepover at age 23. I guess it was 1989 with one of my friends um, that I had met when I was 12. So like twice the age. Hey, now I have a sleepover. When you're an adult, you could have a sleepover. But my sisters, I remember my sister, the one who's 2.5 years younger than me. She I remember she used to have her friends over inside the house during the winter here. And there was no escape for me when you're when I was 10 years old and she was 7 or 8 or whatever it was. There's no escape. There's no well, hey Dad, let's go to Grant Park Shopping Center on a Sunday afternoon. It's closed. There's no Sunday shopping in the 1970s. Hey Dad, let's go to the library. Well, the library is, I think it was probably closed on Sunday. Let's go to Polo Park Shopping Center. It's closed. There was nowhere to go. There was no escape. I could just withstand just like whatever, or whatever. So my sisters would have these friends, and I'll combine both issues, friends and sleepovers here. I did have friends. I do have pictures. I do have memories. I did have a boy's birthday party kind of thing when I was little. No qualms about that. My mom made great birthday parties for me. No problem with that. But it was in the allowing my friends to come into the house to play in the living room or in my room or in the basement. Um, I remember towards the end of where I lived on Warsaw Avenue, in 1974, 75, a new family moved across the street. Um, and there was a little boy and a little girl. I won't give their names out, but anyways, I got to go to their place. I was maybe a year or two older than they were, but I was able um, to go down there. We were watching Sesame Street, so there's no issues going inside and watching television. So what's the problem? Why do these moms, some like my mother, had issues? What is that? My mother had a female cousin, and they ended up being very best friends, and we have uh, uh, we have Christmas Eve dinners together to this day. She had another couple of male cousins. One has deceased, one is still living, and another female cousin who is also deceased. So, like, my mom had boys and girls, like maybe not equal numbers, but she had. So I don't know how exactly they grew up, but it seems like I don't know what it is. I really don't know. It's like I know my mom was being overprotective of us, not just me, but um, I could see it a lot in my youngest sister. I think that probably happened to me. The other one, I think the one in the middle, I think spent a lot. I remember she spent a lot of time with her, out away from home with her friends in the afternoon, so she wouldn't be stuck home watching TV like me and the youngest. She would be out with her friends, whatever they were doing, bike riding, dressing up as little princesses. Who knows? Who cares? But it really hurts, especially about sleepovers. It would have been really nice to bond with my friends more, and I think that friend bonding, because I didn't have any brothers, it would have been nice to bond with some friends in a nice way. Maybe have some sleepovers with my cousin. Um, Maybe sleepovers with like any of the male cousins, things like that, and vice versa. Um, it didn't happen. I don't remember it happened. I remember things. So it's missing part of me, and people wonder why I am the way I am now. So it's just a missing part of my life. I'll never get it back in this life, and that's all I can say.